Hello again there, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube. Welcome back to my channel, The Light. I'm Jake, and I want to welcome all of you into the channel, old and new subscribers. Thank you so much for everybody watching the videos and subscribers. Thank you. I do it for you. Much love to all of y'all. Now today, we're not covering sensitive news. I know I said I was going to do more of that. I still will, but I'm too excited about Froge Finance and Froge Coin, and there's a lot of crazy stuff happening in crypto world, so I gotta cover it because that's what I've been doing and getting the most feedback on this channel. And so here we go. I mean, right now, huge volatility still in Bitcoin, but there's a massive deal going on with Froge Finance, with the new FrogeX contract about to be released apparently in 6 to 12 days. My mind's blown. I've been watching the development on the Telegram channel, live streamed by the developer Moonco. It's incredible, and he's actually built something that basically cut fees in half, 50% less than usual cryptocurrencies on the Ethereum network. So this is a huge deal. It's not just a finished contract. It's something that's a work of art in the space, and it's very exciting. They also laid out a roadmap I'm going to show you in the browser. So here we are in the Bitcoin chart here. Let's give it a little refresh as well. Yeah, and we're just scraping here and testing that 37,000, which is a big mark, as well as, you know, trend analysis and all the technical analysis people have been saying that could even be a new level of support. As if you look at it over the year, it had just been kind of parabolic and volatile, and then parabolic again. If you look at it over 6 months since November, just crashing, not so good. And so we're looking for support though in this range, and if it can break out, then big things could happen. But at the same time, as a matter of national security, Biden is releasing a surprise Bitcoin, Ethereum, and NFT plan after extreme price swings, and he says it's going to be an executive order. But even though this was kind of put out as a warning and it caused a lot of fear, they say that the entire purpose is to provide cohesion to the stance and the path taken forward by the government for regulation. And my hope is that they don't follow China and other despotic authoritarian leaders, because if they do anything like that, banning it, harming all of the economic well-being of the people that are involved in this and all the people investing in this, if they do that, that only further confirms authoritarianism, despotism, and incompetence. But at the same time, if Joe Biden wants votes at all, this is an opportunity for him to do something and leave a legacy as the administration that laid the framework for the future of this technology for freedom in the United States of America, from a regulatory standpoint. And we see Ethereum as well, you know, trying to find support here. This definitely could be a level of support that we're at. And if things turn around, then it's going to be huge. And at the same time, if you just take a look here at Froge Finance, it is absolutely on fire today, over 7 days on fire, over the month. With all the other crypto, you know, it's kind of tanked, but then bounced back with a vengeance. Now, if you look at over the all-time, it's still at like all-time low prices, even just way below where it really ought to be, in my opinion. But the new FrogeX contract and project hasn't launched yet, and this is still a little baby. It's still a tadpole just turning into a frog. But if you follow the Twitter, then you'll see all these announcements, you know, partnerships with charitable organizations, pre-sale with the Froge that I got in on too, because I'm stoked about this project. Talking about the pump, there were 80% in one day, crazy. And they're talking here where Lazan the Ritual is talking and, you know, tagging Moonco Holdings, the developer, saying he's a legend at reducing gas costs while maximizing value to holders, you know, making a more complex and useful contract for FrogeX, while also reducing the gas fees by 50%, as I've heard. So the transaction cost for FrogeX is going to be really low compared to most cryptocurrencies, with lower taxes, low transaction costs, probably huge returns to holders, 3% reflection. So if you're into like Shinja, Shibnobi, you ought to take a look here too, because this is a big time token for reflections. And if you are interested in Froge, you better follow the Telegram. And this is Froge announcements. You should also follow the Froge community page. But, you know, they've got Island Boys here
FrogeX to the moon, bitches, yeah. Fridays to the moon, bitches, yeah. Coming from the Froge
Yeah.
community. Big thanks to the developer Moon Code for your hard work.
Shout out to Moonco for his hard work. I've seen it. I've streamed it live. He shows you live. You couldn't get more transparency. But also the project here is releasing this roadmap on Medium on this blog post. And so let's take a look here. What is going on? I mean, it's wild. Confirming and committing to $10,000 donations to each of their charitable partners. As you can see, One Tree Planet echoing support there. They've got One Tree Planet and Rainforest Foundation US. $1 equals One Tree Planet for One Tree Planet. And then Rainforest Foundation supports indigenous communities to stop deforestation and protect their land. They're committed to CoinGecko and CoinMarketCap listings as soon as the new contract is launched, which is very important for those data aggregators. First 10,000 holders, including me for sure, going to get this NFT with the Froge Moon mission, going to space with Froge Finance. And you can mint this NFT if you're an early adopter. I'm stoked about that. They want to add more partnerships. New exchange listings. It's all very tight-lipped, of course, but this is the roadmap. And then also a metaverse campaign, which is amazing. You know, that's the first NFT, but probably more in the metaverse, maybe games, who knows? And a secret project, but also a commitment of 1 million trees. And this is huge. And Cardano has achieved this very recently. This is a major commitment, a lofty goal for a small project, but they can do it with their charitable partners. And this is a big deal, huge deal. And the holders are jumping for joy because the world's first eco DeFi that's really dedicated to things like this, first of its kind. And so there's community growth. They want to live stream a Froggy, like a pet froggy at some point. But this is a big deal. They're going to plant trees, save the world by saving the rainforest in your wallet too. And this is the kind of thing that we should be stoked about, as this is providing economic safety and prosperity to people, not just Froge, but Bitcoin, Ethereum, all of this. This is a good thing. It provides stimulus to the economy. It's a thing where anything can happen. It's technology for freedom, where something like Froge can happen. I mean, it's amazing. Like, look at this. I mean, like, let's see, where was this that they kind of talked about it? Like, what if you could use programmable money to help preserve the world's forests, rainforests, and the biodiversity found within them, all while giving holders passive income? Well, now we can with FrogeX. And yeah, it's not just one organization, but more than that. And I mean, if you take a look here, there's good reflections too with the sells and the buys, 3% average. So that's a big deal. Reflections are going to be a big deal here. If you're into these tokens and altcoins like I am, you've got to be excited too, because as long as things continue in a positive note and continue to grow, which they're expected to by all analysis, then it's about to be alt season. And I'm all in on FrogeX. You know, I love Shinja too, and Nectar is cool, but this is my favorite project. I'm stoked about it. And thank you for listening to this and learning about Froge with me. I look forward to talking to you again in another video sometime soon. This is not financial advice, by the way. Just, you know, do your due diligence with your investments and everything. And, you know, I'll see you again in the next video.